Good evening, everybody. It's 6:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Eastern Standard Time, that is. And we're going to take a look in this update at the snowfall over the next 10 days. And really, the primary system is going to be around next weekend. There's going to be two systems, actually, one system. But keep in mind, this is still about a week away or so. So this may or may not happen. But right now, the model is putting down about a foot in Detroit, some snow, about a foot in the western mountains of West Virginia, Western Carolinas, extreme Western Carolinas. Um, but this is a heavy snow event, but it's not like a very extreme organized system like you can see during many winters. But nonetheless, this is a system that would put down quite a bit of snow in localized areas. So if you're in Detroit, you'll see 12 inches in your backyard by if this were to happen and come to fruition. And then upstate New York, again, up to a foot in places, actually up to 20 inches localized in those orange areas, in that orange dot there. And then again in Maine, we see up to 30 inches. So, I mean, these are very high amounts, but this isn't a very big system, I should say, but it will produce snow. The question is, will it happen? Let's kind of look at the analytics of the storm. And the storm is really, at least the overall energy of the system is in the Pacific Ocean, and it's going to come on shore about Monday through Tuesday. As we can see here, moving across the USA, it dries up as it encounters less water and moves over the USA landmass, and then we see it kind of re-emerge here by Friday, becoming a panhandle low, which means it's essentially forming and reforming in the panhandle of Texas. And then again, it brings snow to areas like Detroit in the Northeast. So, I mean, there's potential for this to either increase in intensity or decrease. But the point is, it's still a week away, so a lot can happen with it. So we want to keep our eyes on this, is what I should say. But again, anywhere in Detroit and the Northeast will have to keep their eyes on this because it's a potential system to watch. But again, it's not even on the USA land yet, so a lot can happen with it. Let's take a look at the North Atlantic Oscillation. And right now we have a positive NAO. And since it's positive, what the NAO essentially does is it suppresses air in the USA because it's essentially a teleconnection that's centered in the North Pole, or at least around the North Pole, I should say. Not exactly over the North Pole, but around the North Pole, just to get a broad scope of what I'm talking about. And it kind of shunts cold air to the USA and air, and it suppresses it. So when you get storm systems suppressed, they become tighter and more compact and more stronger. And when you get that, you tend to get your bigger snow systems. Now, not to downgrade the system, it's going to be a decent system, but you can see a lot bigger systems in the wintertime, especially in January like this. So um, I'll close with that. There will be a potential snow for the Northeast come January 17th. So we're going to have to keep our eyes on this. And again, a lot can change. So keep tuned to my updates to your local weather stations and whoever you watch for the weather. There's a lot of great people on YouTube that predict weather and whatnot. So keep your eyes monitored on the system, fellow subscribers, and let us see what happens in the next 7 days. Again, it can increase or kind of decrease in that overall intensity, but we'll see. We'll have to keep our eyes on it. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Bye.